Hi everyone, my name is Alina. The scientist I chose to do my research project on for this assignment was Galileo. This is the book. It's called Who Was Galileo? This is the cover. It has about 100 pages with big lettering. So we would get through it pretty quickly depending on the grade level. 3 or 4 facts about my scientist. As Galileo got older, he did unfortunately become blind. Another fact about Galileo is actually his work and his inventions and his ideas were banned for a long time, and then after he passed away and as time passed, they finally unbanned his stuff, and that's how we're able to use his ideas in astronomy and math today. Third fact is he studied a lot of stuff. Like, he was very adventurous. He studied religion, physics, math, astronomy, the ideas of logic. That's just a few things he decided to study, and he taught at 2 universities. This is my completed model. It's an 8-flap foldable, you guys can see. Each flap has a question on it that I created, and me and the students will go through and answer the question that we will find in the book, and also the students will provide a visual aid for each flap in the answer. For example, the first one, what subject did Galileo study throughout his life? It's math. He studied the moon, religion, and physics. So I had students I drew like a religious sign, the moon, and stuff like that, so the students could connect the writing and the answer to visual aids. This is it again. So how it enhances the students' learning, understanding of the book. Well, these students, through this activity, they're actually having to go back after we read the book and rediscover the answers, maybe that they didn't hear the first round that we read. So I'm making the students go back, even if we're in a group setting, and find the answers. And when you find the answers, you're growing in your knowledge. So that's one thing. Secondly, when you add a visual aid, the student has another way of connecting the new knowledge to something, because they created that visual, regardless if it's this fancy artwork or if it's something really small, like a religious sign or a cross, because he studied religion. Also, what enhances their learning is because they're creating this. Like, I'm not creating it for them. I'm guiding them, but as a teacher, I would let them pick the colors for their construction paper, so that it makes it more personal to them. So little things like that, and like the visual aids are theirs, they created it. So hopefully that makes them want to go back and look at the foldable after the information has been learned. If you think about it, they can use this as a study guide for an assessment piece. If I, as a teacher, were doing an assessment over the scientist later.
1 minute.
Another idea would be that this is helpful for is if you do this for multiple scientists, they could bulk up the information and go back later and refresh their memory on the most important things about Galileo or that scientist. So that could help and enhance their understanding of the book or the scientist. The directions I would give to the students is I would start off by telling them to pick construction paper, 5 pieces of their favorite colors. Again, you're allowing them to connect with a piece even from the beginning. Secondly, I would stand up in front of the class and go through with them how to create it. I'm not going to let them do it by themselves. Then I would go through and have a stapler and staple it. And then I would tell each question would be on the board, so they could write it for each flap. And then we would go through and answer the questions as a group, go back through the book. I would do popcorn to see what students already know, remember, and then we would go from there. After the last flap is more information. It gives a chance for students to interact, and they can ask each other, like, oh, what did you find out from the book that we didn't talk about in class? And so they can write extra facts and information that they noticed from the book, and it helps them interact with their peers. Again, this is my book. This is my handout. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great day.